All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Wanted to briefly talk about the Harlem Globetrotters. Um, Put out in the post, was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday. Put out in the post yesterday that they officially want to be a part of an NBA or want to be an NBA franchise. They believe that they have a chance in the NBA. They believe that they can take the time to find the necessary people to form a franchise. And they said, based on what we have already proven, we can field a team of talent on par with the pros of today, and we want a chance to do that. And that's what they said in a team statement. Uh, and that's what they wrote to the NBA governors and Commissioner Adam Silver. They said that they want an NBA franchise, not now, but right now. But in realization, it's going to take some time for something like that to happen. Uh, the last time that they beat an NBA team was back in 1949, and that was the reigning champions, Minneapolis Lakers. The team was founded in 1926, and it's been 72 years since they last played an NBA team. This other part of that statement said, as the NBA grew, you were able to attract the best Black players, but we remember who helped the NBA get it all started. And basketball would not be the same or what it would be as it is today. So, General Manager Jeff Munn said they are ready to negotiate a franchise. Now, this has caused a little bit of a debate based on who they are, because they are a team that like to entertain people. So, because we've been to maybe one or two of their entertaining games when they played. I don't think most people understand the capability of the Harlem Globetrotters. I don't think people understand it. I don't think people see it. When you have somebody like Will Chamberlain coming out of, the Harlem Globetrotters, and a lot of players that have played so well with the Globetrotters, the one thing that you have to have in the NBA that the Globetrotters do have is something called reflexes. I believe the Globetrotters have a very good chance of succeeding in the NBA. Darryl, what are your thoughts?
I look at, like you said, Will Chamberlain. I look at Connie Hawkins, and I look at most of these players that has transformed themselves from the Globetrotters to the NBA. These are the guys that actually precedented in the NBA.
Right.
They became good players.
Right.
And when you said there that they don't understand the actual standpoint of what the Globetrotters can provide for an NBA team, it's the same people that led the way in the NBA for younger generations to come into play, rather if you're a foreign or rather if you're from the US of A. And these players provided that.
Right.
All these Black players actually did, as the Harlem Globetrotters were the Globetrotters, and then played in the NBA. So regardless to how people see this aspect, I think it's a wonderful idea, to the fact that the Globetrotters do deserve a shot to be a franchise. Even though that they're mostly known to be entertaining, to be comedy and all of that.
And not as an organized team.
Right. And they kind of have proven from that aspect that, organized ball is a little different from their taste.
Mm-hmm.
That game that we went to, where they played against one of those all-star
college all-star teams,
college all-star teams, and got beat by them. We was very disappointed in that, but it was worth the go because we love the Globetrotters.
Yes.
You know, they still have that knack of actually playing for a franchise team.
Yes, they do.
See, they're just, that's, where do you think N1 came from?
Right.
You know what I mean? Where do you think N1 came from?
Mm-hmm.
N1 was really impressed with how the Globetrotters did their entertainment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But then it poses a question for most people. Will they be able to maintain talent? So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if they haven't already maintained talent from 1926 up until now, and it's still famous for what they're doing, would you not think they would be able to handle it? Did you not think they would be able to handle negotiation, trades, and things like that?
I don't see why not.
I don't either. I don't either. There's a lot of people that's debating that. There's a lot of people that are saying that, for one, they're not going to survive in this league because of the physical contact.
And that's the problem. When they do that, it's going to be two different types of Globetrotters.
Mm-hmm.
Organized basketball and comedy Globetrotters.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is changing on their behalf from what I see. Mm-hmm. Nothing is going to change that. You're still going to have those Globetrotters that's still going to be entertaining, that's still going to perform in January like they always do, or go on tour like how they always do. And some of these things are just a different experience, something they want to actually seek in, actually want to be a part of. And like they said, they deserve that credit. Why not? Jump for it.
I think they absolutely deserve it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's just that it's important that the Globetrotters do deserve their recognition to be at least considered.
Right.
To be in that franchise, regardless to what other people would think about them.
Right.
They deserve it.
Oh, yes, they do. I'm not ruling that out at all, because I think they definitely deserve a shot. And I hope that they do get their shot.
Yeah. Yeah. This will be a whole new experience for how they actually prepare, how they actually practice, because all the stuff that they're doing, do you think they put in just like 6 hours worth of practices just to be who they are for the Globetrotters? Hell no. They put in a whole bunch more hours to put in this time and put in all this work.
Right.
Just like how we talked about in 2K when we talked about last week with the teams that, that was playing before the 3-point line existed. They trained hard.
Right.
Just because they look like these cats that just can shoot 2-pointers all day and shoot in the paint, that don't mean they can still win. They can win. And they can win without 3 points.
And they whooped our butts just using 2-pointers and be whooping our butts by 50+ points.
Exactly. Took them cats for granted and we got busted for it.
Exactly.
Point blank, period.
So it's noted to say, do not take the Harlem Globetrotters for granted, because they definitely don't take them lightly.
They can train, they can prepare. It may be different from how they would do it, but they can do it. That's the whole point. They could do that. They earned it.
I would agree.
They earned it. Why not?
Absolutely.
There's a lot more players that's actually play for the Globetrotters that actually did play in the NBA. And why not?
Right.
I love it.
Me too. I think it's a good
I love the opportunity. I love that they actually put their best foot in to actually send that letter off to the NBA to at least say, hey, we deserve some recognition. We deserve it at least now.
Give us a
To be
chance.
considered.
Yes.
You know, NBA is running out on money. A lot of people well, back in our like when we was going, you know, people actually paid money to see the Globetrotters.
Oh yeah.
Or entertained. They paid money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can help build their revenue that the NBA lost during the pandemic.
I think so too, Joe.
Not to mentioning the Supersonics, the Seattle Sonics.
Mm-hmm.
Bring them back. Seattle. Oh, they'll love their Sonics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even I love the Sonics.
Yeah. If they come back, if they come back with the Harlem Globetrotters, oh man.
Oh yeah.
They will make up a lost time.
I think they make up a lot of revenue for what they lost during the pandemic. Because they did lose a lot of money during the pandemic.
They did.
They gained it, but they lost it.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I do too. If there's nothing else, then we'll wrap this on up then.
Yep. That's it for me.